That's out of the stadium!
Let's go! Come on! Something! Come on!
Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of fun.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
The long road of XBL's AAA brings us to tonight, where we see two players on the precipice of greatness. To start, a young squad of furballs with an all-around attack that stormed the league. Garnering Rookie of the Year nominations, this newcomer is aiming to jump right into the conversation as one of the league's best, and now a possible title favorite. Against them, a silverware-laden sophomore manager who soared to new heights this season, claiming both Most Improved and Von Asen awards backed by a balanced approach that has continually been refined in the hunt for a championship. The New York Toe Beans face off with the San Diego Dog Pound. Welcome to the AAA semifinals.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. My name is Dwayne. I'm one of the co-commissioners of this league, and I'll be taking you through the play-by-play commentary once again this evening. And in the booth with me, as always, it's going to be Oxbox. How you doing tonight, Ox? Repping that Indiana Hoosiers gear, loud and proud.
Yeah, you know it, Dwayne. Good to be back. You know, nice job by Hummus. We always love having him in the booth as well. But
Yes, sir.
excited to bring you some semifinal action tonight in the AAA.
Yes, sir. It's going to be games 3 and 4 of the AAA semifinals that we had on Monday night that me and Hummus brought to you. Is a really exciting split between these two. Squiggle Jones and his New York Toe Beans, and Bennings and the San Diego Dog Pound. You know, dogs and cats galore all over the field, but really great baseball really is what we wanted to really focus on from those two games. And they were, you know, one game was handled well by Squiggle, the other game handled well by Bennings. Both of them, you know, as stated in the pregame and postgame of that game, of those, the previous games, just really experienced hitters, really experienced pitchers, just balanced approaches all around. It's going to be really interesting how these next games play out, especially with the spicy little update that we had this morning, right, Ox?
Spicy, Dwayne. The spicy emotes in the chat, because that update happened in mid-series as spicy as you can get. And I think the pitching is slightly different. I don't know if hitting's really going to matter with, you know, both these guys being pretty good hitters. And I don't think a whole lot changed, you know, other than maybe foul balls. But, you know, both these guys can play on 85 ego. They're both going to hold each other in check on the mound. It's really going to come down to, as we saw in game 1, who makes those 50-50 plays, you know, those make or break plays, as mbennings was able to make maybe one more than Squiggle was able to, even though Squiggs was up early. So I think it's going to come down to, you know, every game, 1 or 2 plays, and I think we're in for a treat tonight.
Yes, indeed. We are for sure into a treat. We saw a lot of great baseball before, and as you said, it's going to be fine margins, but it's all about how these two handle 85 ego as well, like we mentioned in the last set. The semifinals and World Series for AAA this season bumped up to 85 ego, and that's playing its fair share of differences as well. So the raise in ego, the new update that dropped this morning, how will that play out with, you know, the ability to foul tip a little bit easier, now having to be a bit more careful with where you're placing your pitches. There's going to be a big adjustment for everybody to make, and as always, like you said, it seems to happen in the playoffs. So without further ado, let's get into game 3 and see what these two are going to bring us. It's going to be really, really exciting. And hang with us. We're just going to be right back in just a moment. All right, folks, here we go. We load into Apple Field, the home of the Dog Pound and the Toe Beans, but the Dog Pound are going to be our home team here in game number 3, and we're going to bring you first pitch here in just a moment. It's going to be from Bentley Bulldog. Get the stream from Squiggle Jones' perspective this time for games 3 and 4. Lil Lula is starting us off.
Yeah, you see the lower velo in Bentley Bulldog, but decent junk on this pitcher. And, mbennings a pretty accurate pitcher, pretty talented pitcher. So I think he's got plenty of accuracy.
That one high in the zone. Lule able to handle it well, sends it up the middle for a leadoff single. So we got the speed and the stealer straight for Squiggle Jones on the bags. We saw him aggressive early with Lula in the last pair of games, but swings at the first pitch with the next batter and gets a hit. So no steal necessary after back-to-back singles, and Peanut the third at the plate. Squiggle's swinging away here. Fouls it hard to the right side.
Yeah, we saw mbennings attack the zone a lot early on in this series, and Squiggle's coming out early swinging tonight.
That one's crushed deep to left. I don't think that's coming back. There's still no outs in the first, and that's a 3-run homer for the Toe Beans. I don't know. I think this update going to bring some offense tonight.
Fire me up, Dwayne. That's a big start for the Toe Beans.
You can see mbennings having trouble settling in, getting his locations down.
Yeah, you wonder if mbennings had any time today to kind of mess around. I know he uses practice mode a lot. He's told me for hitting. I don't know if he's gotten a chance to mess with the new updated pitching minigame. Finally going to get an out here.
Yeah, that one lifted over to first for Shiba Inu to make an easy play. Thankful first out for the Dog Pound. Down 3 here in the first. Ms. Nora at the plate for Squiggle Jones, and the Toe Beans sees a strike cross the plate. Nice high curveball located from Bulldog.
Yeah, we saw mbennings' first two, arms in his rotation games 1 and 2. They're both very tough pitchers in Golden Retriever, and I forgot who his ace is. That's going to be a gapper.
Yeah, Squiggle Jones capitalizing here on any missed pitches in the first, gets extra bases once again with 1 out. So danger presenting itself for the Dog Pound still, as Adopto DePetty's at the plate. He had a good couple of games in games 1 and 2, swings at that one inside.
Yeah, Dwayne, it's interesting. We mentioned the 85 bump and ego, but it's always interesting to see in the playoffs where, a low velo pitcher, I'll speak for this, I love low velo pitchers and they're great to mix it up, but you wonder with the ego bump, it makes it that much tougher to catch up to the high velo. It's almost like anything less than 90 velo kind of bails you out on the bump up and ego.
Yeah, that's a fair point to be made, as DePetty swings at that one, hits it off the pitcher's glove, and I think everybody's going to end up safe. That looked like a play that the Dog Pound could have been able to handle, but hitting the pitcher and then bouncing behind the mound, everyone on the Toe Beans able to be safe. First and third situation for Bebe Z, who had a couple of homers the other night. This one's on the ground to second, over to second base, on to first. 4-6-3 double play. That's a nice double play for the Dog Pound to get out of the first after the 3-run homer.
Man, I'm telling you, mbennings is having a sigh of relief after that one, too. He left the changeup right down the heart of the plate, and Squiggle just rolled it over right to a middle infield.
I believe the starter is Lila Topip for the New York Toe Beams. She's getting her first start in this semifinal, and that one's hit on the ground after a quick first out. Now we have 2 quick outs here in the first, and Pitbull at the plate.
Yeah, complete opposite start to mbennings' offensive half of the inning as what Squiggle started out.
You can see, though, players having difficulty hitting locations that they were once getting strike calls on before after update 7.
Absolutely. You wonder if that came into play top of the first, as we're going to see another ricochet base hit off the pitcher, and that's something that gets changed in every update, it seems like. When they mess with the pitcher comebackers, and, post-update, pre-update, you really never know what's going to happen on those.
Yeah, for sure. It's always something that seems to get a heavy tweak. As we see a 1-1 count on German Shepherd, he had a big homer the other night in, I believe, game number 2. That one's hit to the right side. Bubba Blue dives for it, makes the play, takes himself to first, and that'll end the inning. So no damage after the hit from the Dog Pound. But yeah, we're seeing a little bit of adjusting from both players to, I guess just the new state of the game, as there's a bit of quality life Difference is German Shepherd picks that up in front of the plate after Squiggle Jones hits a little nubber, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, unfortunate there. It had a little top spin, rolled fair. I think you're definitely seeing both guys miss spots a hair more than they normally would. Like you said, the update playing an effect here, but Bentley Bulldog being tense already, being tense makes it that much harder to locate no matter how good a pitcher you are.
Yeah, now 3-0 count to Toe Pip, the pitcher. He's going to walk her on 4 pitches. That's not what you want if you're mbennings. Right. Bulldog's still tense.
Think about that, Dwayne. The pitcher was up on 3-0, and he tried to just put a fastball over the plate anywhere in the zone, and he still couldn't do it. He walks the pitcher on 4 pitches. And now we see the Toe Beans leadoff hitter get her second hit of the game.
Yeah, 2 on, 1 out. Dog Pound probably looking for another ground ball. Got to be careful here as that one's driven hard to the right side. Luckily foul. Bulldog on his 32nd pitch. That's crushed to left center. That one's not coming back. Deep into the stands. Another 3-run shot, and the Toe Beans are up 6-0.
Wow, Dwayne. You can just tell mbennings is missing his spot, not throwing it where he wants to, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bulldog gets lifted right here, right now.
He is rattled as Squiggle Jones fouls the next pitch away. Bulldog's still in this.
One thing I forgot to mention before the game is I talked to Squiggle Jones after games 1 and 2, and that's going to be another ball ripped into the gap. The outfielder's not going to come close to this ball, and he'll probably stop in the second for a 1-out double. Wayne, I was talking to Squiggle. He's scared of that Bulldog or that Dog Pound bullpen. Great Dane, and the bullpen that mbennings has is lethal.
Tough play for mbennings to make there in center field as it hits off his glove, and he might not have to deal with that bullpen if he keeps putting up hits like this early and getting a few things to go his way.
Yeah, absolutely the best start he could have hoped for here in Game 3 against the weaker starting pitcher from mbennings, and if I was him, I'd be lifting Bentley Bulldog immediately.
That one hit to the right side. It's going to get through, so a run will score, and there's still 2 runners on with 1 out. 7-0 in favor of the Toe Beans and Adopto to Petties at the plate. Bentley Bulldogs still pitching. mbennings trying to power through this somehow in the top of the 2nd inning.
Just incredible start here.
DePetty sees a pitch go high. It's 2-2 count to him. He's batting .500 in this series, and he hits that one to center field. I think Pitbull should be able to catch it, and he does. Nobody's going to tag up. And there's 2 outs now in the 2nd inning, thankfully for the Dog Pound. Now Bebe Z is at the dish. Bentley Bulldog is trying to finish this somehow.
I mean, his accuracy's got to be like 25 right now.
That one's through the right side where the second baseman was holding the runner on. So unfortunate, the inning will continue. Bases are loaded for Boomy Umi. She could present some danger here as the Mercy runs at first. It's 2-0 to Boomy Umi. 2-0 pitch ripped right at Dachshund at third base, excuse me. Gets the Dog Pound out of the inning on the liner.
What a start to this ball game. I did not see this coming, Wayne. This wasn't scripted for tonight.
What was that?
This was not a scripted outcome for tonight, I don't believe.
Yeah, not part of the script. We'll see if the Dog Pound can try and make some of their own magic happen then. But 2 quick outs, it's going to look like in the 2nd inning is... Ooh, that one misplayed by Squiggle Jones. Keeps Whippet alive. She'll swing at the 1-2 pitch, though, and lift it behind second base. Ms. Nora is back there to make the grab, and there is now 2 outs in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
And as you see the pitching stats of Leela, I believe Squiggle has the 5-bar rotation build, so he's definitely got the advantage on the mound so far here tonight. You see the middling stats of the Dog Pound starting pitcher versus, the incredibly tough stats of Leela here.
We are going to see a call to the pen from the Dog Pound against Leela Topip at the plate. It's Lhasa Apsa.
And Dwayne, maybe he doesn't want to give him more at bats against Great Dane than he wants to, but that minimum accuracy on this pitcher, if he gets tense at all, it's going to be just as tough to locate as it was, with Bentley Bulldog, and that's the reason why he got the hole he's in.
You'll see now if mbennings can recover, trying to find a way to stopgap to that better part of his bullpen, trying to find a way to chip away in this game. Gets a swing and a miss on that fastball, and out number 1 in the third. Lineup flips over for Lil Lula. She's getting her third at bat already in this one.
Yeah, she's
strike in there.
4 to run in both her trips on base.
Swings underneath that fastball from Opsa. He's got the 4-seam, 2-seam, and the changeup. So it's either going to be fast or dropping off the table. It's the 1-2 pitch from Opsa, and it's a high heater. Swung and a miss. Big out number 2.
Yeah, and as you see already, like immediate effect, Wayne, the high velo is already, giving him, Squiggle some trouble here.
That one hit to the right side. Shiba Inu with a dive. I cannot believe he just made that catch. Huge out number 3 to get to the bottom of the third. Lucy Colley's at the plate now against Topit.
Yeah, and the reliever able to do something that the starting pitcher never came close to doing, and that's put up a 0 against the Sobeans offense. So, Dog Pound finally with some momentum here.
Yeah, they need to build on it and try and find a way to start chipping out of this 7-run deficit. Lhasa Ops is at the plate, the reliever. He's down 1-2 in the count. Quickly, another fastball is coming towards him. It's hit, broken bat into center field. He's going to get himself a single. That always helps the mojo.
And that's how the Dog Pound's offense starts the night. Second hit of the night, and both players getting their pitcher on here in their first at bat.
Lhasa Opsa is locked in now. That one's lifted to right field. Ms. Nora makes the catch, throws it back to first, and he's straight too far from the bag. It's a double play to end the third.
Oh my goodness, Dwayne, that hurts when you're trying to make a comeback.
Yes, it does. Base runners erased. Inning over. We're in the 4th now, where Peanut the third can bat for the Tobeans. Trying to extend a 7-run lead against this Dog Pound bullpen. The starter did not last long. 2 innings, 7 runs. We're in game 3 of a series. They're tied 1-1. So it's pivotal here, you'd have to say, game 3. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There is out number 1.
Yeah, any odd-numbered game is a very pivotal game in a series, but making a statement right now is Tobeans with a big lead early, and he's going to put a drive into this ball.
That one's crushed deep to left, and that one's out of here. Squiggle Jones loving that left field bullpen. Bubba Blue's first home run of this semifinal puts the Tobeans ahead 8-0.
And B. Hagen, you can clip this, buddy. That's the real Bubba Blue, and he showed you how to do it right there.
Bubba Blue controversy aside, all power there. Squiggle Jones able to unload once again. Now Lhasa Ops is starting to tire out. He sneaks a strike in there in 3-0 against Ms. Nora. Ooh, and swung underneath.
We saw the pitcher bat for the Pound last half inning, so the sooner he can go to Great Dane, he's got to have a short leash on this pitcher, go to that stud reliever Great Dane, and keep Squiggle where he's at. Mbennings is good enough to make a comeback in this game, despite struggling at the plate. But he's got to hold Squiggle here.
He gets out of the inning against Adopto Dopetti, and now he will bat with his number 2 hitter, Shih Tzu. It's the bottom of the 4th. Lila Topip is locked in. That cutter sneaks in for a 1-1 count. Curveball incoming. It's hit towards second baseman. Is Nora able to pick the liner up before it hits the ground? It's out number 1. Pitbull's at the dish. He's 1 for 1 tonight.
I don't know about you, Dwayne, but most guys use their ace pitcher with the screwball in the arsenal. Typically, the screwball or the fork, that is the 2 pitches that are limited by the XBL rules for a pitching arsenal. And kind of a tough draw here for Mbennings to be facing a 90 below screwball pitch here in game 3.
That one's hit down the line. That should be extra bases for the dog pound. Boomy dives for it. It's all for a glove.
Injury.
Oh, and there is an injury. So Umi's get the sprained wrist. We'll see how Squiggle Jones responds with that. Not a lot of speed on second base with 2 outs for the dog pound.
You know, some injuries are like really minor where, you know, they might have a stubbed toe or a strain might not be like a very devastating injury as far as bars, but that one certainly took out the stats of the starting left fielder.
Yeah, Squiggle Jones does replace Umi in the left. That one's lifted to center, so the 2-out double ends up coming to naught as Lolula puts it away for the 3rd out. And Bebe Z will come to bat in the top of the 5th inning. Toby's still up 8-0. The first pitch hit on the ground. Shih Tzu picks it up, throws it to first. There is out number 1. Now it's Jack of all trades who stepped in left field, batting here for the Tobies.
And I've been not wanting to say it yet, Dwayne, but 2 runs here could put this game into the M-word territory, and mbennings still struggling to get much going on offense. So the urgency and the pressure is starting to build as we get about halfway through this game.
Yeah, we are in game 3, so there will be no closure to the series tonight as these two split the last evening they played. But if either team can sweep the games this evening, they'll put them in a huge leg up. So Dog Pound trying to avoid that scenario at all costs. They're down 8-0 here in game 3 to the Tobies. And mbennings does have 2 outs here in the 5th. That one's hit on the ground. Jitsu picks it up once again, throws it to Shiba Inu at first, and there is out number 3. So gets through the 5th clean, and now can bat with Daisy Whippet. First pitch swung on into the gap. Whippet should have a single. Lula will cut it off before it gets any more dangerous. Here is Bella Dachshund. So good start here for mbennings in the bottom of the 5th. Good speed on the base path. It's a 7-hole hitter. Dachshund has some power, so we'll see if he can capitalize on anything.
Yeah, finally a leadoff batter aboard here for mbennings, so he'd really like to try. That's one thing Squiggle did well, is get a few guys on base and then really put the big hit after that, as Squiggle Jones is going to get a strikeout here for the 1st out.
Yeah, big strikeout there for Squig, but then the first pitch once again by the next batter swung on and hit hard into the right field for a single. So Lhasa Apso will bat with 2 on. He's going to get pulled. I believe he did his job, giving up just 1 run. Here's Penny Pointer.
Going to say great job there by the reliever.
Pointer swings at the first pitch. That's lifted to right where Zeke can make the catch. There's 2 outs for Jack Russell, the leadoff hitter, and 2 on. Crucial moment for the dog pound.
Sorry about that, Dwayne. Jack Russell, look at those hitting numbers. 0-77 with nothing really to talk about.
It's 2-2, 2 out. He's got the whiffer trade. It's hit to the right side. Bubba Blue will pick it up off the ground and take it himself to first. So no damage once again from the dog pound. Unable to get anything going. And we're through 5. It's 8-0. New York Tobies in their favor. Mangy Mutt comes out of the pen.
And I'm not sure if he's doing this out of pitch arsenal, you know, or just the last pitcher had 4-seam, 2-seam change as he gets the ground out there. This pitcher has 4-seam, fork change, so kind of all in one plane there as well. But Great Dane, that K-man reliever for the dog pound, is stud reliever. He's gone out of his way to not use him in this game, so perhaps not wanting Squiggle to get too many looks at Great Dane. Yeah,
when you're 2 runs away from the mercy, no reason to go to your best weapon is probably the strategy being considered right now by mbennings. There's a quick ground out there for out number 2, and then Peanut the 3rd swings at the first pitch and lifts it to center, and he gets through the 6th clean with Mangy Mutt. Now Shih Tzu will bat, the 2-hole hitter for the dog pound in the 6th.
And we see both relievers have had significantly higher velo than the starter, and he's only given up 1 run out of the bullpen so far in this game. So definitely doing a better job with the velo of limiting Squiggle here. It's a nice play by the Tobies, gets the 1st out of the inning.
Pitbull now will bat, and he swings at the first pitch and misses. The next one Hit hard over to short. Queen Lily picks it up and throws it over to first, and there's out number 2. And Bennings starting to hit the ball hard now, but unable still to get anything going as German Shepherd looks at a strike. And another one in there for a strike. Lila Topip going for a quick K. That one swung on and hit the center. Lil Lula will pick it up out of the air for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 7th inning. Still no damage from the San Diego Dog Pound.
Yeah, I kind of feel for mbennings right now, Dwayne. What can he do? I mean, Squiggle is just going right at him on the mound, just saying, I'm going to keep throwing it in the zone with an 8-0 lead until you do something to, make me start throwing some balls. And mbennings is trying to be patient, but as you see, he's starting to swing some more, and he's hitting the ball hard, but he just can't get anything going. So just kind of been one of those games for the Dog Pound.
He's got a runner on to lead off this inning. Does Squiggle Jones. Ms. Nora's at the plate. Count runs 2-2. Mangy Mutt's 13th pitch is checked on, so count's full. Great pitch, gets him looking. Strike 3 called.
The check swing was a great take. I thought that pitch was about in the same spot.
Adopto to Petty slaps that one to left. Daisy Whippet makes a great diving catch for out number 2. Saves extra bases and maybe a run.
Yeah, incredible play right there.
Bebe Zoot bats with 2 outs and that runner on.
That would have made the weekly roundup highlight.
Yeah, absolutely. Great play there from mbennings and left.
And we'd be looking at second and third, one out with the 10th run on second base, too, if he didn't catch that.
It's 2-2 to Zeke. Meiji Mutt's trying to get out of this unscathed once again. Count runs full. The 3-2 pitch swung on 98 miles an hour in the zone. Strike number 3. Big K for the Dog Pound. We go now to the bottom of the 7th. Quick 7th inning stretch from these two. Shiba Inu's at the dish, and he hits it hard to right center. Lula's back. She's got speed, and she gets under it. First out.
Squiggle missed his spot badly there, and mbennings put good wood on it. The ball just didn't go anywhere. I was surprised. I thought for sure that'd be, in the gap or off the wall.
Daisy Whippet swings at one, hits it to the right side. It's foul. Sliding attempt.
And that ball couldn't have been fouled by more than, a few inches, as Dog Pound getting no breaks here.
And Bennings trying to find something in the 7th. There's one out. It's lifted over to second base. Ms. Nora will camp out underneath of it and make the grab. There's 2 outs now for Bella Doxson. Tobian's trying to start tonight off, taking a 2-1 lead in this series.
And mbennings made an incredible comeback. He was down 4-0 in game 1 in a game, that went a lot like this one, Dwayne. Squiggle popped out early on him and pretty much dominated with the starter, and mbennings was able to really tear into that bullpen of the Tobians and ended up winning in extras. But similar game script to game 1 is we haven't really seen the Dog Pound offense come alive yet.
Jack of all trades getting his second at bat, and he's got 3 balls. No strikes. Swings at the 3-0 pitch late. So it's 3-1 to Jack of all trades. Mangy Mutt's next pitch is wide, so that'll walk him for a leadoff walk. And then Lila Topip will continue to try and see her way through this game for the complete game, probably here for the Tobians. She's going to bat one more time. Hits it through the right side, and it's going to be a single for the pitcher.
One for 2 of the walk is the starting pitcher for the Beans.
Yeah, it's a good way to improve the mojo. Lineup's turned over for Lil Lula. She's looking for something to hit now with no outs and 2 runners on. Mangy Mutt's starting to tire, and he can't find the zone. That one's low. It's 3-1. That one swung on. Count runs full. Good pitch there from mbennings. Then that one misses inside, so it's going to be a walk, and the bases are loaded.
What a take. I thought that was going to clip the top of the zone, and umpire said, no, sir.
And here is Great Dane. He needs to get 3 big outs. That one's hit into right, though. It's going to be down The mercy runs are gonna score. Ooh, and Squiggle holds it up. Pitcher's at third. Maybe wise with the speed. So 9-0 with no outs. Bases loaded still for Peanut the third.
Yeah, no matter what, mbennings will get the bat here in the bottom half, but we're inching closer to the M word as Real Bubba Blue steps in, hitting 462.
Look at that reticle. He's locked in with max power almost. He could really get a hold of
Look
one.
at those bars.
It's that one to the right side, though. It's on to second, over to first, and there's the double play. Dog Pound, stay alive.
Yeah, he needs a corruptions comeback here, but I'm telling you, mbennings. I know I've played mbennings for a long time in this game. He's won a Dynasty League championship on 85 Vigo, so the guy is no stranger. It's not like he can't hit at this level. He's just not hit much in this series, but look out, he can come alive.
Yeah, I've got the leadoff runner on here in the 8th, going to pinch hit for Great Dane. It's Buddy Boxer. Or we're in the 8th, excuse me. Buddy Boxer swings at that one, misses. 0-2. Lifts it to center. Lula's got to come in for it. She slides. It's off her glove. Uh-oh, and the throw back to first. He's back in time. That could have got messy. But back-to-back hits. Another one's lifted. Lula will make the grab. There's out number 1. So 1 out here in the 8th. 2 runners on base for Shih Tzu. That one in the zone. Strike 1. Topip is still locked in, but she's really tired.
Yeah, see Squiggle starting to miss his spots too.
2-1 pitch gets in there. It's 2-2 now. Here comes the 2-2. Google goes for the cutter. It's off the hands. Foul. 2-2 once again. Misses outside. Count runs full. 3-2 pitch misses. Bases will be loaded in the 8th for the Dog Pound. So something brewing here as Pitbull bats. There's 1 out.
Yeah, so hard to lay off the 3-2 pitch in a big spot right there, and mbennings showing a great discipline.
That one swung on. It's a dive by Ms. Nora. The first run will cross for the Dog Pound, but a sacrifice made there in the fielder's choice. So second and third, and German Shepherd at the plate. 2 outs in the 8th inning. That one's hit hard. Ms. Nora picks it up before it hits the ground on the line. That'll end the inning. So a run crosses the plate, but that's it for the Dog Pound. Possibly too little too late as we head to the 9th inning. Butch Bloodhound out of the pen. Go ahead, Ox.
After the second inning, Dwayne, it's a 2-1 ball game since then. But that's just the first run we've seen Dogtown able to muster here so far at all tonight. So, he's really bounced back after the tough start. But I'm looking ahead to game 4, Dwayne. The number, I think he threw his number, Bentley for number 3. The number 4 pitcher in his rotation is only at about 60 velo, 65 velo. So, going to be a similar pitcher on the mound to start game 4 as Tobins is able to jump here in game 3.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if velo is really what played the part, or maybe just a bit of an adjustment period, as we stated a bit about, the changes in Update 7, as Butch Bloodhound does get that strikeout. We've seen both pitchers really start to settle in as the game's gone on. But I think there was some initial breaking in for either of them as we started things off here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And both teams being at Apple Field, Squiggle kind of fortunate to be the visitor here tonight, because I agree with you. I think mbennings had to adjust to the update patch on the pitching, mini game, and Squiggle was able to really put some daggers in the pound early, whereas the high velo, high accuracy numbers for Squiggle Jones starting pitcher may have, put a Band-Aid over the effects of the update somewhat.
The Dog Pound start off the 9th with a single, but then lifts one to left field, where it'll be caught for out number 1. So man's still on first for Dachshund. There's 1 out here. She swings at it, fouls it away. 0-1. This is low. Toe Pip going for the complete game. Her 100th pitch upcoming. It's a changeup, misses low. Ball 2. Pitch number 101, swung on and missed. 94 miles an hour, still getting in there. Now it's evened up. Cutter swung on, it's on the ground. Third baseman can't handle it. Everybody's safe. 2 on here for Lucy Colley. Lucy Colley hits it on the ground. Ms. Nora picks it up, throws it to second, on to first. Not in time. It's a fielder's choice, and there's 2 outs for Butch Bloodhound at the plate. I believe he's the last pitcher for the Dog Pound.
Dwayne, if that was an illegal pinch hit there, I mean, what happens here?
He'd have to just forfeit the game if he has to pitch more. I'm pretty sure. But that is caught at the wall by a jumping Bebe Zete either way, and the Tobians win the game by a score of 9-1.
How hilarious
Excitement there.
If he just scored like 8 runs and tied it up or walked them off, you know, with like after an illegal pinch hit, and you had to tell him he lost, that'd been crazy. But great game there by Tobians to take game 3.
Yeah, now they're ahead in this series 2-1. And yeah, just dominance in the adjustment period, I think, from the New York Tobians. And Bennings unable to really capitalize on the mistakes that Squiggle Jones made, in the contrary, where Squiggle was able to capitalize on his mistakes. So good game 3 we saw, but now the Dog Pound really needs to bounce back in game number 4 and stay in this set and not get 2 games down.
Yeah, it's a ton of urgency here for mbennings to take game 4, and Squiggle's played 3 solid games, really. You know, he's only up 2-1, but he's played well in all 3 games, and dominant starting pitching by his guys, and you know he's looking to take a 3-1 advantage here if he can win game 4. So I think we're going to see an even better effort out of the Dog Pound, as you saw him get some momentum on the mound there at the end of game 3.
For sure, both players really adjusted, and now they're probably feeling pretty good on 85 ego after 3 big games here in the semis. So game 4 should be exciting, and all the action is going to be coming up in just a few moments. So stay with us. We're going to take a brief break, and the players will be ready in just a few. All right, here we go, folks. We load back into Apple Field once again. This time, the New York Tobeans are the home team against the San Diego Dog Pound. Tobeans up now 2-1 in this series. Dog Pound looking to jump back into it. First pitch is from Buddy Kobib. Kobib. Jack Russell sees it, miss for a ball. One pitch fouled away. So it's 1-2 now. Jack Russell's got Whiffer engaged. That fastball clips the zone. Great pitch from Squiggle Jones, out number 1.
The shortstop, number 6. That's outside.
And we see another ace pitcher on the mound for the Tobeans. 88 velo.
Yeah, big velocity. That two-seamer hit hard. Bubba Blue picks it up. Takes himself to first. There's out number 2. Pitbull will now bat with 2 outs here in the first inning. This curveball high, crushed to center. Lil Lula has to range back there, use all of her speed. Catches it right in front of the warning track. There's 3 outs in the first inning. Siberian Husky getting the start here for the Dog Pound against the Tobeans. First pitch in there for a swinging strike against Lil Lula.
And this pitcher has all fastballs and a changeup, and he started it off coming right down the pipe, but good changeup there. I think it was to get the ground out, first out. The rare out by the leadoff hitter.
Yeah, she's had a good series. Now we see Queen Lily bat with 1 out. That one swung on underneath. It's strike number 1.
Ball outside.
2-1 pitch now upcoming to Lily. Husky misses, so it's 3-1. He's got to come to him here. And he gets in there for a strike, so count runs full. Siberian Husky looking to make a big pitch here in the first. That one's hit on the ground. Collie picks it up, throws it to first base, and there is out number 2. So nicely done there by the Dog Pound, and Peanut the third will bat with 2 outs.
No, that's low.
Peanut the third swings at that one, hits it hard into the right center field gap. That should be extra bases. Doesn't have much speed, but he should be in there easily. Takes a bit of a slide as Pitbull gets it in quickly. So Bubba Blue's got RBI man engaged with that runner on.
Yeah, those hitting bars are insane right now. Probably going to see mbennings pitch around Bubba Blue here, but as I say that, he comes right at him.
Yeah, he sneaks a couple of strikes in there quickly. This is for an outside ball there. It counts even with 2 outs. And he
So
runs
far,
it full.
mbennings doing a better job of not, leaving balls over the middle and attacking those corners more.
Yeah, he does end up walking that hitter, but perhaps a wise move. Now Ms. Nora has 2 on with 2 out. Husky attacking. Misses inside. It's 1-1. Swings at that one, fouls it away. So now it's 1-2. Ahead on the count is Siberian Husky. His 21st pitch of the inning upcoming. Swung on, hit on the ground. Dive by Shiba Uni, who gets there. Throws it to first. Husky catches it on the run. Makes the tag at the bag. There is no runs scored for the Tobeans in the first. The Dog Pound now will bat in the second inning.
It was a great grab and pretty good hit. It's a tough pitch as well. It's all around a good play, and about as much as you can do with that pitch at the dish. And mbennings fortunate to get out with a 0 there.
That one hit hard with 2 strikes. Diving play by Ms. Norris. Picks it up, gets to the bag quickly. There is out number 1, and now Shiba Inu bats for his first time in Game 4. Fouls it away on the first pitch.
We continue to see Miss Nora rob hitters of base hits.
That one is crushed deep to right center. It's going to hit the fence on 1 hop. Extra base is standing up for mbennings, so that's big with 1 out here in the second inning. He's trying to jump back into this series. Daisy Whippet bats with 1 out. Strike gets in there. Nice pitch from Squiggle. Kobib has good accuracy, high velocity. Decent junk as well, so we'll see how he works it. It's ahead in the count to Whippet. She swings at that one, hits it up the middle. Ms. Nora catches that, flips it to second. It's a double play.
Ms. Nora again, man. Mbennings looked like he finally woke up. Some great contact on that double, and Ms. Nora makes him pay for that. That could have been an RBI base hit.
That's an insane play there. Made by Squiggle Jones. Second baseman just in the right place at the right time to snatch away a hit and possibly a run.
You know, I was actually interested to see on the update if they would change the way middle infielders position with a runner on second base. You know, they both tend to cheat up the middle a lot for like the opposite hand batter, I think. And right there, you know, you see him rob a hitter of a base hit up the middle, but it also opens up the hole where they normally play. You know, a routine ground ball can become a base hit, but it looks like that was left unchanged in the update.
Yes, left alone there are the middle infielders, so we're still seeing a lot of that happen. Unfortunate double play to end the last inning. We started off with a strikeout here from the Tobins in the second, and then the next one hit off the hands, lifted to shortstop, caught easily. So there's 2 outs now for Boomy Umi. That one's hit on the ground. It's going to be Doxson picks it up, throws it to first, and there's out number 3. So 2 clean from the dog pound, and it's the exact opposite of what we saw in game number 3.
Yeah, much better start here for the dog pound, and it's got to be a relief for Mbennings to not be in a big hole here early. Is a rare chase there on the fastball in the dirt.
And the swing and a miss, strike 3 with Bella Doxson. Put away quickly there is mbennings. Lucy Colley is ahead in the count now, 2-0. She's the 8-hole hitter for this dog pound team, and she swings at that one. It's a strike. Ahead in the count now, 3-1. The pitch to Colley, swung on and missed late. Count runs full. Here comes a changeup, and then she swings and a miss at that. Nice pitch from Squiggle Jones to just switch up the timing.
Yeah, really hard to hit 100 on the top right corner and 86 changeup low and away. Just 2 perfect pitches.
The 1-1 pitch to the pitcher popped up. Buddy Kobe picks that off out of the air, and that'll end the inning. And that's a little bit of pitcher-on-pitcher action, and now we're going to see it once again here to lead off the third.
We know Mbennings really needs this game 4, and like we said, doing a better job on the mound to start off this game, and both starting pitchers are now locked in. So he hasn't scored any runs yet, but you know he's in a better spot than he was in Game 3, and Dog Pound's offense can wake up and be in a good spot to try to tie the series up.
Yeah, he starts this third inning off with a lifted pop up to center by the pitcher, and now he's got to deal with the top of this Tobin's order once again. Siberian Husky, though, working well now in the third after a dangerous first inning. At least so far, he's got himself behind in the count, 3-1. That one fouled away, and the count runs full now to Lula. 3-2 pitch hit hard. Right up the middle. Pitbull picks it up, throws it back into second base, but that's going to be a single. So speed on the bag, stealer as well. See if Squiggle goes.
Yeah, we'll see if he tries to pitch out at any time. This is that. He throws over there.
Yeah, Mbennings keeping the runner honest. The runner does go. Fastball gets in there for a strike. Throw down to first or second. Not in time, so runner's in scoring position now with 1 out. Queen Lily batting. She's got a 2-1 count. She swings at that one hard. Hits it right at Bella Doxson there. She makes a good catch, and there is 2 outs. Peanut the third at the plate. He crushes that one. It's deep to center. Will it hang up there? Pitbull is back. He's at the track. He jumps for it, and he misses it by just a couple of feet. 1 run will score. Peanut the third gets into third on the misplay off the fence. And now here comes Bubba Blue with RBI man engaged.
Yeah, probably wise to not give him anything to hit, as probably a missed pitch or missed spot there on that full count pitch. He left it right over the dish after getting Tobin's to chase the low changeup in the previous at bat.
It's quickly down 3-1 to Bubble Blue. See how he navigates this one. He misses inside. It's going to be a walk. So it's first and third now with 2 outs for Ms. Nora.
Second baseman, number
This pitcher's done a great job with no breaking ball, still limiting the toe beans, and he's gotten Squiggle to chase that low changeup a few times out of the zone. But gonna get a weak lineup right at the first baseman to get out of trouble here.
Yeah, he gets out of trouble just giving up the 1 run. Now he's got to respond. He starts by the 4th by swinging at the first pitch, grounded at the 2nd with his leadoff hitter, and there's out number 1. Shortstop Shih Tzu bats. Looking to get something started. He crushes his bat. Bubba Blue behind first base picks it up in foul territory, and there's out number 2. So tough start here for the Dog Pound in the 4th as Pitbull now has his second at bat here in game 4. Fouls it away. Counts even. Good strike there from Squiggle Jones. The 2-2 pitch has popped up. It's into a bit of a dangerous position. Adopto to Petty. What a diving play.
Man, that was in no man's land, the Bermuda Triangle, and those are kind of tough to tell, you know, if you're supposed to dive or you want to keep sprinting after it, or if you don't want to over dive either. And Squiggle making a great play.
Yeah, good awareness there of the field to just time the dive, end the inning. The Dog Pound now have to navigate once again on the hill in the bottom of the 4th as DePetty leads it off after making that great play, and then he sees a fastball clip the zone. There's a strikeout to start the inning.
That sure looked inside, didn't it?
Big call there. Maybe something changing in the update.
No, it's just a great pitch. I was agreeing with Squiggle for taking it. Nice pitch by mbennings.
The 1-1 swung on, grounded to second base, where it's handled easily by Lucy Colley. She throws it to first, and there's now 2 outs for Boomy Umi. She sees a strike in there, and then a ball outside, so it's 1-1.
Good to see she recovered from her injury so quickly.
Yeah, awfully fast. Back and ready for game 4 from the sprained wrist.
Must have been an automatic take there or something, Dwayne. That ball couldn't have been more down the middle.
The next one swung on, lifted. It was a ball for sure, off the hands of the hitter and lifted behind shortstop, and that'll end the inning. So German Shepherd will bat now to start up the 5th for the Dog Pound. He lifts it to right. Baby Azit's coming in for it. She might slide, and she does. Good play. Out number 1 recorded.
Yeah, so far all the toe beans dives are on the money here in both these games, saving a lot of base hits, a lot of base runners kept off base by the pink uniform defense.
Bit of a wild pitch there from Squiggle, but mbennings bails him out, swinging at it for strike number 3, and then first pitch swinging, grounds it to the back to the pitcher's mound, handles it easily, and that's a quick 5th. Still 1-0 in favor of the Toe Beans now in the bottom half.
Crazy, just 4 combined hits between both these teams here in game 4. Just not a lot of offense to speak of, and both guys doing a good job on the mound, of course, but a really tight, low-scoring ball game here in game 4.
Yeah, much tighter in comparison to what we saw in game number 3, where the Toe Beans jumped out to a lot of hits and a lot of runs early. Both these teams now sort of pitching gems and struggling to get things going at the plate.
You know, mbennings came in as the 2 seed and probably the best pitcher in AAA as he going to get a leadoff fly out here from Bubba Blue. And he was the most improved player of the AAA in the Von Asenson, I believe, right, Dwayne?
Yes, sir.
You know, coming in as a pretty solid favorite. Squiggle Jones, not much of an underdog, is a very good hitter and pitcher in his own right, but it's been all Squiggle, really all 4 games so far. You know, mbennings made a great comeback in game 1, but not a whole lot of offense by the Dog Pound yet. here he's only down 1-0, and the game's getting late. So if he can just keep it right where it's at, he's still got a great chance of winning this game.
It's going to be a fielder's choice there for second out in this fifth. Peanut the third's batting. He's always dangerous. Lhasa Apso comes in. He had a good relief appearance last game.
Still no breaking ball on either pitcher.
And Bennings making it work. That one's grounded in front of the plate. Picked up by the catcher, German Shepherd, thrown to first, and there's 3 outs. So nicely done to get out of it by Apso. And we're heading to the top of the 6th. First pitch is swung on to Z is back there, gets a little bit confused, which he ends up making the grab. 1 out now, and Lucy Colley is at the plate. She's ahead in the count now. Buddy Kobib. That is 49th pitch, is now the 50th upcoming. Gets him looking. Strike number 3 called. 2 outs in the 6th.
Like he's going to leave Apso in this ball game to keep pitching, and another, Kobib is just mowing down the Dogtown lineup, attacking the zone and getting a lot of 1, 2, 3 innings.
That one shears him off, popped up in front of the dish. Peanut the third makes the grab. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. Still no harm done from the Dog Pound. Hanging in there, 1-0 to the Toe Beans. Toe Beans trying to take a commanding 3-1 lead in this XBL AAA semifinal. That one hit hard. Shiba Inu picks it up off a line. There is out number 1.
Dangerous pitch there.
Yeah, kind of buckles Squiggle Jones. So now 1-1 and 2-1 as we see one miss high from Lhasa Apso. Two-seamer misses wide, so he's down 3-1 in the count. And Bennings' next pitch flipped to right field. It's in fair territory. It's going to sneak down to the corner. Right fielder is running over there, picks it up, throws it to second. And Squiggle Jones gets himself a 1-out double.
I always wonder if those kind of hits have anything to do with the batting stance. She looks like she put some English on that one and dumped it right over first base. It's a great lead or 1-out double.
Runner goes here ahead in the count.
Perfect jump.
Yeah, and it's just a great jump, no throw. And now Adopto DePetti has a runner on third situation with less than 2 outs. But he swings and misses, strike 3 at that one. Great job by M. Bennings to get out of that. And now Squiggle Jones will need a hit in order to get this run across.
Yeah, you know me, Dwayne. I'd have been laying one down with the speedy runner on third. I don't trust myself not to strike out there. As Bennings hits a fortunate K and gets ahead here.
Gets 2 quick strikes on Bebe Zete. The count's now even. Lhasa Apso's next pitch misses wide, so it's full. We'll see how he navigates this, trying to get out of this with only the runner on third. That one's lifted to center, and there will be no runs scored here in the bottom of the 6th. And Bennings hanging in there, moving to the top half of the 7th, top of the order coming up.
Ooh, this could be another first pitch out, Dwayne. Not going to make it there in time, but Buddy Kobe going less than 10 pitches an inning as he's thrown 6 complete with 56 pitches. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then now the 0-2 pitch from him swung on and hit to right where Zeke will make the grab. Just not a lot of hard contact from this Dog Pound. Squiggle hitting his spots.
And M. Bennings did all his damage in this series off the bullpen of the Toe Beans. And at the rate Squiggle's going, he's not going to need that bullpen. As you saw him go a complete 9 with the starter last game. And Buddy Kobe even better spot here to go all 9 here in the game 4.
One pitch swung on. Bubba Blue picks it up, throws it to Kobe covering first, and he makes the grab. There's 3 outs. So still nothing doing from this Dog Pound. After a quick 7th, they go back to work on the hill against Boomy Umi. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Lhasa Apso's locked in. You have to think he's going to start to tire any moment, and he's now about to pitch his 27th pitch. That one's driven down the line. It's going to hit the wall. Should be a double for the Toe Beans. Slides in there.
A great double, leadoff double there for Squiggle, but it's time to go to Great Dane if you're in betting.
Now pitching
He's going to go with the lefty Mangy Mutt, though.
Yeah, he had success with Mangy Mutt as well. A bit of a stopgap reliever in game number 3. We'll see if he can get out of this 7th inning, as that one's popped up in the infield. Second baseman should catch it easily, and does. So man on second for Lil Lula. She swings at the first pitch. Mangy Mutt looks the runner back, and now everybody's going to be safe, unable to make a play.
And first base drops the ball just to let him know about it.
Yeah, a bit bewildered about the outcome of the play. Perhaps he can't quite handle it. These 2 runners are on with speed for Queen Lily.
He spiked the ball out of frustration. Still a ground ball away here.
Yeah, mbennings trying to navigate this. He gets a swing and a miss on the forkball. Mangy Mutt's next pitch is swung on line to short. Shih Tzu makes a grab. There's 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Peanut the third. He swings at one, pops it up. Squiggle Jones going to want that one back. But Shiba Inu makes the grab in foul territory, and there's no harm done, and we move to the 8th.
And Shibu, no guarantee to make that play, as he dropped one earlier, but he does squeeze that one in the glove with 2 hands. And again, mbennings, he's going to bloop one up the middle to start it off on an 0-2 base hit.
That's what he needed.
Yes, because it's getting late, Wayne.
Yeah, we're in the top of the 8th. He was down 0-2 there with German Shepherd, and he flips it up the chute. Now he needs to try and get something going with Shiba Inu, his 5-hole hitter. That one's swung hit on the ground. Bubba Blue over to second. Queen Lily back to first. It's a double play. What a dagger in the heart of the dog pound right now.
Absolute dagger indeed, but he's still just down 1-0 and going to roll one over here to make the 3rd out. So he's down to his final 3 outs in this ball game. Still a lot of urgency to keep it here at 1-0.
Bottom of the 8th, swung on. First pitch, Shiba Inu picks it up, throws it to Mutt. He records the out of first base, and now Ms. Nora will bat.
Both guys have pitched great here in game 4.
Yes, indeed. It's a 1-0 deadlock. mbennings trying to break through. The Tobians found their run about midway through. Behind in the count is Mangy Mutt. Gets one in there. It's full now to Ms. Nora. 3-2 pitches inside. It ends up being ball 4. So it's going to be a 1-out walk, and Adopto to Petty's at the plate. He's very tense. Doesn't matter. Rips it down the line. Opposite field. He's going to search for a double. Runner's going to round second and head to third as well. So 2 runners on in scoring position for Baby Z. Here comes Great Dane.
You know, another thing I was hoping they'd maybe address in the patch is a guy in that spot right there, Dwayne. As
nice play.
Hard grounder.
Yeah, perfect outcome there for mbennings, able to flip it to home and then flip it back to first in time, preventing a run. Now Boomy Umi bats with 2 outs and 2 runners on. mbennings just looking to get through the inning.
Yeah, great play there to hold the run up.
Bottom of the 8th. He's got K-Man, so he's got to be careful. Misses inside there. Next pitch right down the middle. Hit up the chute. Squiggle Jones going to get one across. He's going to challenge for home. The throw to the plate in time. Out number 3, but a run does score.
Wow, that's big insurance. And he challenged him with the K-Man fastball right down the dish.
mbennings has 3 outs to work with. We're in the top half of the 9th inning. Bella Doxson swings at the 0-2 pitch. It's grounded to second. Nora picks it up, throws it to Blue, and there's 1 out.
2 outs away now is Squiggle from taking a commanding lead, and mbennings gets a much-needed base hit. Now the tying run will be at the dish.
Yeah, that one ripped into right field, and Great Dane stepping in. It's going to be pinch hit for it, looks like, as mbennings just needs to stay alive. Max Mastiff coming off the bench against Buddy Kobe. His 75th pitch upcoming. This is
I don't
why.
think Dane won't be charged with that run, but it's kind of ironic. I kept saying all night he needs to go to Great Dane, and he's the guy who gets pounded for the RBI hit, you know?
Right. Count runs full to Mastiff. He lifts it to right. Baby Z makes the grab, and there's 2 outs now in the 9th inning. Last chance for mbennings in game number 4. He's going to be down 3-1 in this series. Jack Russell's at the plate. Rips that one into right. It's going to get down in front of Z. She picks it up. Runner's going for third base. Should get in there safely and does. So there's runners at first and third for Shih Tzu.
Number 6.
Risky play. There was no reason to send the runner there, and she just beats the tag.
mbennings
Great hit
has a
Jack
1-1
Russell.
count. Shih Tzu swings at that changeup. It's 1-2. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The Toe Beans win game number 4 and now take a 3-1 lead in the XBL AAA semifinals.
What an ending to this ballgame. A great finish for the Toe Beans as mbennings was making a comeback there in the 9th. He sure made it interesting.
Yeah, indeed he did. He got some runners on there to try and make it happen, but the offense just could not come together there in game 4 or really game 3 for the Dog Pound. Nicely done by the Toe Beans and Squiggle Jones to make it all happen tonight on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, crazy games. A great outcome for the Toe Beans as they take a commanding lead in this series. Couldn't believe how well he held the Dog Pound offense at bay. Really in all 4 games, the starting pitching for the Toe Beans doing a great job. Both
Yes,
pitchers
indeed.
pitched well.
Yeah, we really saw the Von Asen pedigree, and then the great work from Squiggle Jones, who pitched really well this season, was up there in a lot of the pitching categories from mbennings after the adjustment of giving up a lot of runs. In game number 3, he really adjusted well, not giving up much throughout, but then in game 4, he couldn't do enough on offense to really help himself. He only gave up 2 runs to one of the better hitters. Both these players really comparable at 2 and 3.
Yeah, no doubt. They came in head-to-head with similar stats. I think Squiggle was averaging more runs per 9, but mbennings giving up, doing a better job than Squiggle on the mound. So, but both of them, had really good top 5 numbers in both aspects. So it was truly a clash of the Titans in AAA. And so far it's been all Toe Beans as, no home field advantage here, but we go back to Apple Park for a potential series clinching game for the Toe Beans.
Yeah, interesting point. As both these players both playing in Apple Field, we'll see if that plays a part in these next few games. mbennings has to win to stay in it. Squiggle Jones 1 win away from the XBL AAA World Series, where Chronic Lies is waiting after sweeping One-Eyed Seaman in that shocker last week. So it's going to be really, really exciting as we get that set. And our XBL World Series is set for next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So going to be really, really exciting upcoming week of XBL baseball as we start to finish up here season 11.
Yeah, I'm mind blown. Still can't believe that Chronic Lies, sitting in that lobby at 4-0. He looms in the finals for whoever, wants to come meet him there in their first ever World Series. And speaking of first ever World Series, we've got my man Weaver versus Ashnod, 2 of the biggest names in the XBL going at it for the World Series, and I can't wait to see how that one plays out.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. I'm sure you'll be getting on some call-in with me for it. Me, you, and Hummus will be on there and bringing you guys all the action upcoming next week for that. And I'm going to get with Squiggle and mbennings soon. Thank them for participating tonight, putting on some great games. We're going to figure out when the next set will be for these guys. And we'll be back with you guys shortly. We really appreciate the audience this evening. Before we part, Alex, is there anything you'd like to leave us with?
Just thanks for having me, Dwayne, and good calling it tonight with you. Great games by both guys, and can't wait to do some more playoff baseball.
Absolutely.
And looking forward to the Winter Cup too as well.
Yeah, the Winter Cup is starting up. Keep your eyes peeled for more info about that. The deadline is now cut for participants, so we've got, I believe, a 29-player field. I'm going to be doing some breaking up and grouping. I'll probably record it all for you guys and rebroadcast it later or put it somewhere as a video for everybody to check out. Just so that everybody can see how the draw works out and where you're going to be playing as far as groups. We're also going to be talking about egos for that soon, too. So keep your eyes peeled for more Cup news. Thank you, Ox, for being here. It's always a pleasure to call with you. And thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next time here on the XBL. Have a safe and pleasant evening, everyone.
Later, guys.